Guys, welcome back to another episode of Not Afraid to Garden. So today I'm excited because I purchased a couple of plants for my garden. So I'm bringing in more color and I thought I'd show you some of those new plants that I've put in the garden. And one of the first ones that I'm going to show you is, the minute I saw this plant, I fell in love with it. I actually thought that this plant was a butterfly bush, but it's not. This is gorgeous. Look at the flowers on this. They kind of resembles the butterfly bush, and I'm not gonna lie guys, it attracts little honeybees and butterflies and anything that flies is pretty much around this plant here. But this plant actually, so this is called a chaste tree. So right now it is pretty small, and this grows up to almost 12 feet, I want to say. So it does require full sun. It's also just like the butterfly bush. It does require that full sun, and it does give you that height at full grown of 12 feet. So I decided to plant it back here because right in front of me is the cabana. So if we sit there, then you can pretty much kind of just stare at this tree, guys. It is beautiful. The color is a vivid violet color, and again, it's just amazing. So I can't even imagine once this gets at least 12 feet to that full grown. But look how beautiful this is. And again, it's just the foliage, the leaves on here. It's got like it looks a little bit like a schefflera, and then a little bit also like a butterfly bush. So you got both things wrapped up in this plant. And then I planted it right near my butterfly bush here, which is yellow, and that's very unique, guys. The yellow ones are not as common as those purple ones that you see. So they're definitely going to complement each other, yellow and purple. So again, this is going to grow pretty big. And then remember the bromeliads, they are planted all around here, and I'll be picking up those and put them in flower pots at the end of the fall. But yeah, so this is my my chaste tree. So, and again, you could be fooled and thinking it's a butterfly bush, but it is not. But it does attract the same, butterflies and everything. So, I also wanted to show you, I purchased, well, actually, before I get to the other side, I also purchased, it looks like a bee balm. It's like a bee balm plant, but it's in orange. So look how beautiful that is. So I'm going to put my gloves on because I do want to plant this on this side. But as you can see, again, the whole ideal of the garden, for my garden anyway, is to bring in color all the way around the garden. So everywhere I look, I'm looking at color, and color all throughout the summer. So let me plant this here. And then I'm going to speed process this one anyway. So guys, look how beautiful that is. So I can't imagine once it gets fully grown. And this does need full sun, and it is a perennial, so it is going to come back every year. And then I'm going to plant it next to my mum here. Look how beautiful it looks. So that's my orange bee balm. And again, that also attracts the butterflies. So I can't wait to see the monarch butterflies in this area. And I also picked up, guys, two and now these are large plants also. So that one grows up to 12 feet, and these other plants, they go up to like 36 inches. So they do get pretty high. So I have that right back here. And this is a butterfly bush. This one is white. It's starting to bloom now. Look how big this got, guys. Look, it's huge. Again, that's because it's in full sun. But I can't wait till that blooms completely. All right, so here is the plant that I actually purchased. So this one is, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but it's agastache, and this is a hybrid. And again, it's also attracting the honeybees, and it's also attracting butterflies. And this gets pretty big also, but I planted it here so that way I can get color all the way around this area. In the spring, I get the azaleas. I've got the lilies, some of them in bloom here. And then I've got the black-eyed Susans in this area, along with the yuccas, which are white. So again, there's a lot of color going on here, but I wanted something larger that will be able to give me more of that color as I'm looking around all around the garden. But look how beautiful this is. And that's not fully grown yet. So yeah, so I can't wait till that one gets pretty big. So I purchased two of these. So I planted one here, and then the other one, I wanted to be able to just look across the garden, and it's right at the end of that flower bed there. Right here. And it's planted right next to my blackbeard plants also. And again, this one's also purple, so this one is won't bloom till a little bit later on. So there's a lot of purple that's going on in this garden here, but right next to it, I planted that hybrid plant also. And then I wanted to also talk about a little bit about your flower bed maintenance. As the years go by, I know in the beginning, you know, you defined your flower beds, right? But year after year, again, you probably have to do that a few times. So I decided to go ahead and I defined. So all I did was, actually I took my shovel and then I just pretty much just dug in all the way around to define my flower bed a little bit more, so that way it can stand out. So next time I do put mulch on here, it's going to look really nice, because again, it's going to define that flower bed a little bit more. So maybe it is time to go ahead and just go ahead and with a shovel, a straight edge shovel, and go all the way around and just dig in just a little bit and toss the dirt in, so that way it can just pile up a little more in that flower bed, and then take it all the way around that flower bed. So as you can see, my flower bed is more defined. It looks, I think, a little bit more organized, and then it just stands out a little more. So as you guys can see, there's a lot going on now. So the daylilies are flowering, and I've got quite a bit of them all the way around. I wanted to show you also, I also purchased echinacea, which is a cone flower, and I purchased the red, or kind of like the orangey color, but let me show you another cone flower that I have here. We're in the pond garden. So here's the pink one, and look how beautiful this looks, guys. And it has taken me a couple of years for this one to grow to this height, because for some reason, I'm not sure if it was the rabbits that were eating them, but they finally, you know, allowed my plant to grow in this area. But look how pretty they complement each other. This is my black-eyed Susan, and this is the echinacea cone flower. So this is more like a pink purple color, and then I've got the black-eyed Susans that pretty much surrounds throughout the garden. But let me show you my newest coneflower. So here's another bee balm, guys, that I planted last year. But to my surprise, look how high this one grew in, and this one's purple. Look how beautiful that is. Look how high that is. So I'm hoping that it'll maybe just get a little more fuller as it's growing in. So maybe once it's done at the end of the summer, I'll snip it down, and maybe next year it'll grow in fuller. But look how beautiful that is. And that's my bee balm. So the other one was orange, and this one is purple. And again, black-eyed Susans. And these actually I find throughout the garden, and I just kind of, if they're in the lawn, I take them out and just plant them in the flower beds. That's why you see them growing all along the flower beds. But let me show you that echinacea that I just planted. So that's the new one. And then look at the black-eyed Susans on this side. Look. Isn't that gorgeous? And look how the orange, the lilies, the way they grow together, the color that it brings out. And again, these black-eyed Susans, they spread pretty quick, so just make sure that you have them in the flower beds here. And look at these tiger lilies. So I've got these in most of my flower pots, and look at this. So they're all in bloom now. Again, along with the yellow here, yarrow here, pink, more tiger lilies. And these tiger lilies, they've been here for years and years. So here is my new echinacea. I have to water it actually. I just planted it. Trying to remember what the name of that one is. It could be the scarlet, only because it's red. And look how beautiful. Once it continues to grow and gets full with flowers, that is just beautiful, and it complements the day lilies that I have planted along the way here. And also these are the double bloom lilies also, tiger lilies that I have here, and these lilies are all throughout the garden. But yeah, guys, again, I'm still bringing in more color. It's never enough. And the garden is supposed to be where you can, when you step out into your garden, you see all these bunch of colors that complement each other. So don't stop planting your garden. This is a job that never finishes. This is something that's in progress, so it never ends. And I found myself planting flowers every weekend, guys. Every weekend I plant something, only because, again, I want to keep bringing in some of these colors, and I want eventually for this garden to be, just look like a jungle, as I mentioned to you guys in the past. So so thank you, guys. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Thank you for viewing my videos, and don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and hit that notification button, so then you can be notified of the next video that comes along. And don't forget to like, because that sends, again, recommendations to YouTube to recommend my videos to other people who are also interested in starting flower beds, and starting a garden just the same way that I did many years ago. And I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks.